Welcome to Subscription Prescription, the podcast where you get the information you need to scale your subscription program. Hello and welcome to another dose of Subscription Prescription. I'm your host, Matthew Holman. This is the podcast where we try to help you figure out all things related to D2C subscriptions. And on this week's dose, we're going to be talking through about offers. Something that we talk about a ton, and I feel like it still isn't talked about enough. We're going to spend some time diving into offers and some of the creative ways you can get more subscribers in the door for your business. If you've been paying attention to the news, then you know that costs are rising everywhere, especially as they affect your business. For subscription businesses especially, this means increased fulfillment fees, parcel costs, the cost of shipping, and thinning margins. And with the new tariffs that are going in effect in Mexico, this could mean price increases of 15 to 35%. With the changes to USPS Select, your delivery costs could be going up as much as 25% or higher. In order for your brand to survive, you need a scalable commerce platform partner who can adapt to these changes and shift your shipping and fulfillment needs where it makes the most sense for your business. And that is precisely what Stored does every day for their partners. Stored is a partner of this program, and in 2024, they saved their customers $130 million on shipping costs and were responsible for 1% of all deliveries that happened as a result of Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. They have the infrastructure and integrated platform to help you scale in 2025 and beyond. But don't take my word for it. They just rolled out an incredibly in-depth mystery shopping report. You can go to their website, put in your site, and get a report back that compares you to two of your competitors so you can see some of the key differences between what they're doing and what you could be doing. Real actionable insights based on industry benchmarks. To request your report, go to stored.link/mystery so that you can take the mystery out of your fulfillment and figure out how Stored can take you to the next level this year and beyond. Okay, the offer. If you've been following me at all, you know I talk about this a ton because I feel like, again, it just isn't talked about enough. I think that most subscription brands that I talk to are leaving up the offer to their ad partners and agencies and growth teams and not investing heavily enough in ideas related to converting subscribers better. So if we're talking about offers, one of the things I want you to think about is there like literally just set one goal for Q1 in 2025, and that is, what is one creative thing we can test on the offer? Okay, so an example of a brand and their offer is Keurig, right? So for those of you that are familiar, Keurig is an at-home system for making different types of brewing, different types of drinks, and they're selling you little pouches or pockets that you put in, right? So depending on whether you can buy from Keurig anywhere, right? So why buy from their online site? Okay, so that's kind of this question is, why should I buy from you? Why should I buy from you here in this way? But Keurig is offering a special incentive. One, through their subscription program, you're getting the best price you can get anywhere across any of their other channels. Two, you also accumulate loyalty points that allow you to get free Keurig from them once you reach certain thresholds. So just this simple idea of like understanding about why somebody should buy from me is a great question. Most brands are focused on price and discounting and how the algorithm is helping on their ad platform. Like that is essentially where people are spending most of their time. That's why I talk about it so much, because it's so aggravating to me when you could think about there are a lot of different ways you can get creative around offers. So I'm going to run through some of them for you right now. One of the simplest ways, and I can use Keurig as an example too, is offering buying more to save more at once, right? So instead of getting one box, buy two boxes and save an extra 10%, right? That is an extra offer. Or if you buy this larger size, we're going to give you even more. So if you buy a 24 pack, we're going to give you 6 free, right? That's a way to get somebody to purchase more from you that also gives them a higher perceived value so that that offer can be more compelling and convert better for you than just say trying to sell a box of 12 or a box of 24, okay? The other way of thinking about it too is like looking at gift with purchase, okay? So a lot of supplements and teas and coffees might have like a mixing swizzle stick that's really, really common because I've got like 20 of them in my house, or a mug or if it's sleep supplement, like an eye cover. There's a lot of different vitamins or other things that you can give as a gift for somebody. Cups, t-shirts, you name it. Sometimes it's going to be really fun and you can do something branded. I'm not sure branded is going to be as compelling for somebody who's a cold audience or not, but it's something you can do. Or looking at, again, other gift options. The idea is to make that offer just look a little bit more compelling, and instead of just straight discounting. So if you think, again, I've broken these numbers down a lot before, but if you think about, hey, I'm offering a 10% off to people that subscribe, I could try testing 20% or 30% off, which I'm telling you will make your conversions go up. But are you giving away too much margin? And are people that are coming in for extra discounts going to stick around as long? Because they typically don't, compared to, say, I did 10% and I gave you a free mug, or I gave you something like a mixer bottle, a shaker bottle, that kind of thing. Anything I can do to make the perceived value go up, as opposed to using discounts to drive that down, can be more effective. Can be more effective at conversions. Sometimes you still convert better on the discounts, but the LTV of using a gift as opposed to bigger discounts is better for your business. And just because people that see a higher perceived value are more likely to stick around on the subscription longer. You can also use other elements of your catalog as gifts. So if you're selling a certain type of supplement, or say, like in the Keurig example, a certain set of teas, if you subscribe, we're going to throw in like hot cocoa or a special coffee blend or something like that. That, again, higher perceived value. The margin for you on those is just really your landed cost, so you can protect more of the margin on the initial purchase instead of having to just use discounts. Another method that I've been doing with our clients, and again, is really, really effective, are offering quarterly subscriptions. So again, this is just influencing how people buy. You can have a one-time option, or if you're doing a subscription, you can do 1 month, quarterly, or 6 months. And when I show those on a visual screen, it looks more compelling because I can start showing like price per serving, price per day, and showing a bigger discount the more that you buy at once, or that you commit to at once. It can also be effective for people that are looking to commit to something. They're like, hey, I think this makes sense. This is better value. Not everybody's going to pick that, but enough people do to make it worthwhile, and it can have a positive impact on your conversions and your CAC, the amount that you're spending to bring customers in the door. Okay, a couple other common tactics too involve the idea of like a starter kit. So you could take multiple different products and put them together. The starter kit could also include like a gift or another item, but it feels more like an introductory offer to kind of get you in the door. There are also sometimes you can do like free trials that convert into subscriptions. I will say that I've seen those have mixed results. Some brands, they work well, but a lot of others, they don't. The idea being like, hey, if you subscribe, we'll send you your first shipment free, or if you subscribe, we'll send you your second shipment free, as a means of like an extra incentive to get somebody to try your product. You can also do sample sizes, potentially, like a sample size that converts into a full-sized item. But I wouldn't do that on your product page, because you want to sell full-size items because they're more profitable for you. But it's like a good landing page experience, or depending on the channel, you could try doing a different size of something to see if you can get more people to buy that, and then introduce them into larger items, more valuable items across the board. Okay. And again, just as a recap, the reason I harp so much on offers, and if you're listening to this show, then you're worried about subscriptions. A lot of my initial conversations with brands start with worrying about retention. They're worrying about, how do I keep subscribers longer? And that conversation always comes back to, what is the offer that they're seeing initially? What are the reasons they're buying from you? Because if you don't have a clear handle on that, it's really hard to retain people, right? If you're just getting people that are discount seekers, you have to give more and more discounts to get them to stay longer, or if as soon as they see a better price somewhere else, they're going to be gone. So we want to try to think through different offers we can use, because that's going to do a better job of bringing in the right types of customers. We can also use that method to try to improve our AOV, our average order value, or if we're doing quarterly subscriptions, it improves the lifetime value of that customer just immediately. which allows them to, they just retain better naturally that way. Um, and so when we think about offers have a really strong impact on how retention works inside of your business. And also, just in general, being able to positively impact conversions by just a percentage point or two can mean you're acquiring a lot more subscribers every month, as opposed to that kind of percent change improvement on retention for keeping them. It just has a much stronger impact on the business overall if you can do a better job at how you convert subscribers initially. Okay, that's it for this week's dose. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Subscription Prescription. Keep in mind, we're going to be doing a number of workshops this year, especially at Sub Summit. So if you're planning on going, check out a link that we'll have in the show notes so you can learn more about that. And also, if you're looking for a better fulfillment solution that's designed for subscription brands, be sure to go check out Stored, STORD. Again, a link to them in the show notes. What they're doing with fulfillment is really unique. It's really kind of fun. I was actually in logistics before subscriptions, and so I know quite a bit about that space. And so it's fun seeing what they're doing. So that's it for this week's dose. Also, please like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review. That's always helpful. And I'll see you next week. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe so that you can get notified when new episodes come out each week on Tuesdays.